A lot of it is monk fruit with your erythritol. Today, we're going to be making 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies. 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies. Easiest cookie in the entire world to make, and it's only 3 ingredients. Hey, my name's Olivia Wiles, and this is easy keto recipes made for real life. On this channel, I share easy keto recipes that you can make in your real life with whatever time, whatever budget you have. Most of them are 5 to 7 ingredients, and today we're gonna be making 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies. This one is a huge, popular favorite. There are 3 ingredients to this recipe. The first ingredient is peanut butter, and I'm not just talking about any peanut butter. You need 100% peanut butter. What I mean by that is when you look at the ingredients label, you see 100% peanut. You see peanuts, period, and that's it. So we're going to be using Crazy Richard's 100% peanut butter. And when I look on the ingredient label, literally it says peanuts, period. And then it also says contains peanuts. I love that. I have to get some things out of the way, some housekeeping things, because number one, this is the first time I am filming myself. I usually film my hands, and so please be gracious. Number two, I am not using a script, so I'm just kind of winging it right now. Maybe later I'll get a script, but for now, I'm using pretty easy recipes and pretty easy stuff to do, so I'm just gonna sort of wing it, and I hope it does well. If you like this video, leave a comment, hit like, hit subscribe. I would truly be grateful. The next ingredient we're going to be using is Lakanto's powdered sweetener. If you're not familiar with Lakanto, it is a company that produces many sugar-free, keto-friendly sweeteners. It is a true lifesaver. They have a variety of different products. I am an affiliate, and I'll put the link in the description below so you can get a little discount. They have a variety of different products, all the way from, different baking sweeteners to chocolate bark. They have a barbecue sauce now, ketchup, you name it. They're always spot on to what is on the label, and that's what you want from a company. You want the things that you taste to taste like what it says on the label, right? So we're doing Lakanto's powdered sweetener, and I use powdered because I guess it just mixes better. Oh, I should also get this out of the way. I am not a chef. I have 20 years of cooking experience, but I have no formal training, and I'm not a dietitian. I like to develop my own recipes that are made for real life and share them. That's it. I'm just a regular gal. Anyways, the third ingredient is going to be 1 egg. So go out to your chickens and get an egg and bring it in here. Yeah. So the ingredients are 1 cup of 100% peanut butter, 1/3 cup of Lakanto's powdered sweetener, and 1 egg. You're gonna start by preheating your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, grab a mixing bowl, preferably medium size. Combine all 3 ingredients together. We don't have to worry about wet ingredients, dry ingredients. We just put it all in the bowl. Mix it with a spatula until a dough starts to form. Easy peasy. I like to use a cookie scoop, but you could also use a tablespoon. Form 1-inch dough balls. Place this on a parchment-lined baking sheet or a silicone baking sheet. Then, using a fork, apply a criss-cross pattern to the cookies to flatten them. Bake at 375 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes until golden brown. Make sure you allow it to cool completely. Otherwise, you're gonna have a crumbly cookie on your hands. Just some tips. I get a lot of comments saying that their cookies come out too dry. That's why I recommend the 100% peanut butter, because it has a little bit of oil in it. You can see like the natural oils from the peanut, and that helps make it a little bit less dry. If you bake it and you don't want to rebake it, you can always cover it in a little bit of chocolate. I like to use a little bit of melted sugar-free chocolate, or you can use like the darkest chocolate, like close to 100% dark chocolate as possible. Those are usually low on the sugar. To store the cookies, you can store them on the counter, in the refrigerator, or in the freezer. freezer. I like to put them in a meal prep container and put them in the fridge. That way, I don't know why I do that. I just like my baked goods in the fridge for some reason. I like cold cookies. Anyways, these cookies are amazing dipped in chocolate. They're also really good in coffee, or trying to think what else you could do with these cookies. Anyways, if your cookies do come out crumbly and there's just like no saving it, you can always make a little like pie crust out of it and maybe whip some heavy whipping cream and like spread it on the top and make sort of like a little peanut butter pie. I have done that before. You can always repurpose your keto baking fails. Carolyn Ketchum from All Day I Dream About Food. She has a keto baking cookbook in which she talks about repurposing your keto baking fails. And it happens. I've had many keto baking fails. So if your cookies don't turn out picture perfect or they don't taste right, then you can always repurpose. Don't throw it away. Okay, we're making sure it is recording because that would be really bad if it didn't record. So